figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Carter on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing on their first play. He finds Kincaid. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They are throwing it again. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Option design here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First and 10, Herbert. That's Jonathan Mingo complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Hey, Opie. Ready?
Herbert now off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Working inside the red zone. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it's going to be second down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
It's Herbert once more. Buys time, rolling right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays. But when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. On now is York to kick this one away. Evans now to return. Returns looking good so far. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Back now, pressure on its way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So they're left facing third and long.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hits his running back. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Diving right side, got it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll throw it yet again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Able to find Nacua here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They run it from the gun with Wright. Has the LA touchdown. The Rams can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
380. Good hunt. Set.
Herbert with a blitz coming. Dumps it off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Set. $59. Set.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
380.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Set. Let's go. Ready.
Herbert now, blitz coming. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready.
Herbert on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
Set. Set.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set.
Motioning the tight end now.
What is it?
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. He's got a man left. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Sheds off a rusher. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Set.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Set. 380. You're out. Home the trips right. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go.
From the 43. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Set.
On third down, Herbert. That's caught for the first. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Set.
Herbert throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ready.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They have themselves another first and 10. Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready.
Play action now for Herbert. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Now is York to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Have had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Set.
Give now to the running back. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Back-to-back carries here. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first. The hit.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Short side option here. He's running left. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, Kappa.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. This is Reed working the right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, Herbert. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Right, running out of the gun. He'll cobble together a yard there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He gets this one to Nakua. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And you're going for this. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Set.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. Into the red zone. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
Herbert back to it after the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC. And the Rams have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Grenade. Grenade. Grenade.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Set. Go.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they had that one contained right at the line. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Second and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They've got a man in motion.
Set.
To the air, 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
5-9, 5-9. Ready.
It's Herbert once more. It's taken in by Mingo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Set. Baylor tight. Ready.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down.
380. Good hunt. Hey, ram. Let's go. Set.
Now Herbert again. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
What is it?
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Able to get it to Reed. And he's tackled for no gain.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Let's go. Hey. Go.
Herbert to throw once more. Too far out of the back of the end zone he goes, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has the connection to right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 1. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They are throwing it again. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. It's a gain of 29 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Now run with Wright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 16. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He completes it in traffic. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Desperation time here on fourth. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Crowd right.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles looking like they'll start this season with a win. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
Baylor Tiger. Hey, go Lion. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Completed to his running back. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set. Grenade. Grenade. 5-9. Home to trips right. Ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Picked up by the Rams.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They send him left out of the slot. Throwing here on 2nd and a handful. carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. To throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he hits a little space up to the 9-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Set. Reel it.
Back to the well again. And this one doesn't go far. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Go.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he gets it away from his end zone. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Rams will take possession. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far,